That was stressful, but we made it. Thanksgiving is over.
Hey, I'm taking it out for a test drive.
You are the very first people, other than
That's
myself,
true. That's true.
to see her without a head.
Or the doctor.
Some
Yeah.
headwear, yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time anybody has seen me, so you must, I trust you, I guess is what it is. Anyway, it's short, obviously, very short, and it's kind of got a life of its own right now.
What?
I mean, what?
What is this?
This is Jill for today.
With the signature glass of your favorite beverage.
'Tis the season.
Cheers.
Happy holidays. Woo!
I could get used to that.
That's so good. Okay. Anyway, it does have a life of its own.
Yeah.
It's kind of, and I mean, I'm constantly trying to say, okay, I got to train you now. Get down where you're supposed to be.
But at least our hair color matches now.
Oh gosh, I'm so gray. And I turned that age, not the age, but I turned 69 this week.
I'm sorry.
I know, I am too.
But happy birthday.
Thank you. And I don't know. I mean, I've been coloring it for so long. I think I'm just going to let it go. So there you go. Anyway, yeah.
You have to embrace your age,
I'm not Judi Dench. I wish I had the money that Judi Dench has. Okay. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
I'm doing good.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. Few
Good.
aches and pains, but aside from that, I'm pretty good.
You
I'm
look,
above
you look
ground.
damn
and-
fine to me.
You don't look half bad yourself.
And we hope you're all doing well out there. We hope that you had a nice Thanksgiving, quiet or crazy, whatever your Thanksgiving looked like this year. There's still a lot of ifs, ands, and buts going on out there. I mean, now we have a new variant. What are you going to do, right?
Carpe diem. That's what you got to do.
Carpe diem.
It's the first thing I
Carpe diem.
do when I wake up in the morning. I say, thank you. Thank you for another day of life. Please help me not to screw it up.
Yeah, no, you do. And we have a dear member of our family who is going through a very, very difficult time with cancer. And we realize, and it's terrible how we have to look at how blessed we are in our
Yeah.
lives to see how other people's lives are and say, oh gosh, we're so blessed. He's going through a very difficult time.
It's not just a difficult time. He's been told he has a couple months, and
Yeah,
that's it.
that's a
So,
very difficult time.
really.
So
really
we're
hard.
just aching for him, and it makes you say, you know what?
There's no guarantees.
No.
So you have to really embrace every minute you
It
have.
means no matter what your life looks like.
Yeah.
Whether you're with someone or you have friends or you have members in your home,
Or even if you're alone, just make every minute count.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm going to be cutting a little bit of that out.
Why?
I don't know. Shouldn't
Well, we
I?
just,
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer 2 minutes
That's
into
not a
it.
downer. Just
No.
live.
Get out there and live.
Enjoy life, whatever it is.
Even with COVID, and now we've got
I
a
know,
new
I'm
variant.
enjoying.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get out there and enjoy. So that's enough of that. Okay, hair. Thanksgiving, ours was extremely quiet, which we knew, and what we
You're-
wanted. Wait a second, can I ask you a question before we go further? Are you looking straight on at that screen, or are you looking somewhere else? We're still working with my little phone here, so we're
I'm looking at the screen.
okay. Good, because that's
Okay.
kind of where you want to look on. Go ahead.
Back to
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. The only turkeys found in this house are the ones you're looking at. So
We had a very interesting dinner. We had made, dressing, and I had made my fabulous cranberry sauce, and he made some mashed potatoes.
which we didn't eat.
Oh, well, we didn't eat the first night we had cold turkey sandwiches, potato chips, and
Which
pickles.
to me is the best part of Thanksgiving anyway. Unless I'm snitching skin while I carve the bird. But
So we made a pumpkin pie. And I had, yeah, I know. And I had Libby's, right? I had bought a roll-out pie crust, Pillsbury's, and I rolled it out, and I made such a big deal. I haven't made a pumpkin pie probably in 20 years. I'm going to make a pumpkin pie. I'm going to do it so well. And I followed the recipe, and all this good stuff, and I rolled out my crust, or, put it on the pie pan, and I knew it was too small. I have a deep dish pie pan. That neither here nor there. I forgot to crimp the edges around the pie plate. So I pour everything into the pie crust and I get it into the oven, no problem, no spillage, no nothing. And I'm looking at that pie crust and I'm saying, you didn't crimp the edges. And it was a mess. So we took the pie out and I said, and I don't think this pie crust is cooked. It was in a glass dish. So we took a tiny little sliver out and sure enough, that pie crust was not cooked. So here's what we did. He carved out, scooped out.
Actually, I took a spatula
Yep.
and lifted out the filling out of the pie
Yeah.
crust.
And I cooked a separate pie, because you get two in the package. I cooked the other pie in a metal pan that fit.
And then we fitted the pie that I'd taken out of the
Yeah.
old pie crust back in the new pie crust and made ourselves a new pie.
And we actually had extra pie filling left because it was a bigger
Different
pie.
size, yeah.
And I was able to freeze, I'm so ingenious, freeze a few cubes of that up for future reference.
Yeah.
Is that just too funny or what?
Tastes the same.
It did, it was good. The filling was great.
Yeah, the filling
Filling
was
was
great.
great.
And the second pie crust was good.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But so
It's
we
not
had,
as good as homemade, but
oh no. So that was crazy talk. And then we had turkey sandwiches for dinner. And then the next night is when we had a really nice dinner. We had my stuffing and we had the turkey with gravy and my Brussels sprouts with baked pancetta and roasted in the oven. Oh, and that was really a good
Yeah,
dinner.
it was.
So it was like we just delayed it, a day. But anyway, so that was Thanksgiving. Get over that.
and that's the end of whole turkeys in this house
It
for
is,
the remainder of the
absolutely.
year.
We had that Costco chicken breast. It was excellent.
Costco chicken breast. Turkey breast.
Turkey breast, pardon
Yeah.
me. So we were talking to someone the other day, page 2, as what was his name?
Who are you talking about?
The radio guy that we used to say, page 2.
Oh, I don't know.
He was on, no, yes,
Paul
you do.
Harvey?
Paul Harvey, page 2.
That's what you get when you're old. You remember all these
You all
old
know
people.
Paul Harvey, don't you? So we were talking to someone the other day, and I said, I want to ask you a question. We've talked to some people who seems like they have, this gal in Australia who I watch, Irene, or I talked to, Irene, she said they have this little thing on their cell phone. I guess it's kind of like a barcode, those square ones with all that crazy stuff in there. And if you go anywhere, and you need to show your proof of vaccination, you hold this up and they scan it and it shows, you've been vaccinated. And I said, do we have something like that or am I missing it? And she said, no, because we now think we've got to carry our card everywhere. She took a photograph on her phone, a photograph of her card, vaccination card. And she made a little file folder for it. You know how you can do little file folders. And she stuck it in there. So she doesn't have to go through all her photos, looking for the scanned picture of her card. She said it works like a dream.
Yeah.
That's what she's using. So I don't know whether any of you, but that's what I said, wow, what a great idea.
I was just thinking of having it tattooed on my forehead, so.
Well, that would work. Dates, times, places, what kind you got. All right. Speaking of holidays, first of all, we
I'm
always,
gonna drink.
you're all gonna drink. We constantly, or I do the editing, and I'm constantly cutting, because I think these just get too long. And I've had so many people write in, and this is true. I don't know why they would say this. You guys could talk for a half an hour, and I would be right there the whole half hour. And then there's other people that are out of there in 5 minutes.
I mean, I'm boring myself. I can't believe I'm not boring you. But
So I put down this big long list of the things that we should talk about. And I said, you know what, we're going to talk about it. If somebody wants to click through or whatever, but it's stuff that goes on in our lives and people are interested. Some of you out there are actually interested. Okay, Christmas holiday, Christmas decorations, Christmas, all that stuff. And we talked about this. Tell them about the wreath. I'm drinking. I've parched my throat.
we go round and round. I'm not getting any younger. She's got cancer, so we recognize that there's no guarantees in life. This could be our last Christmas.
God.
Well, it's
Debbie
possible.
Downer.
I mean,
Okay, all right,
we
all
might
right.
not make it till Christmas.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, so we decide, do we need to do Christmas? Well,
All the stuff, the pomp and circumstance.
yeah, as we talk about it, we know that Christmas isn't the same anymore for us. We're by ourselves.
Yeah.
We're going to be by ourselves for Christmas.
Yeah.
We don't exchange gifts because gift-wise, every day is Christmas.
Yeah.
We get what we need, we get what we want, and what we want, big things we want, we can't afford anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm not getting that Jaguar. She's not getting, I don't know, what is it you want that's big? She doesn't know.
A new mascara.
See, she doesn't even want anything. So anyway, there's no tree with piles of presents under it. There's going to be no big family get together or no big dinner because we don't eat that much anymore. We'll make a nice dinner, but Slim here eats 2 bites of anything, and she says I'm stuffed. So anyway,
Pleasantly full.
what?
Pleasantly
Full, yeah, she's full of it, all right. Anyway, so we decided, and like a lot of things, we put up all these decorations, which we've done in the past.
We lost
Couple
our
of
microphone.
wreaths for the French doors and a bow with ornaments on the mantelpiece
The
piece.
Christmas the stockings hung by the.
Stockings hung over the mantel and poinsettias and a wreath for the door.
All right.
And then we never look at them.
Yeah.
Christmas comes and goes, and it's time to take them all down. The big bowl of brightly colored ornaments on the kitchen table. We do have her runners out that she hand wove years ago, and we've had for, 20, 30 years. But we don't look at it, and we spend all this money on it, and
10 minutes after the fact, it's a memory.
it's kind of like cooking a huge Thanksgiving or Christmas meal. You sit down at the table, 20 minutes later, it's time to do the dishes, and it's not until the following day that you really enjoy the meal. So we decided this year we're not going to do it. We just aren't.
That was
We'll put
exhausting just getting to that.
We'll put a wreath on the door just to show we aren't total Grinches, even though we are.
We are.
Anyway,
Getting to
but
be.
we're just going to have a nice, quiet Christmas on our own.
Yeah.
And without all the foo-fa-ra.
Well, we have all
Is
those.
that a word?
Foo-fa-ra. We have all those Hallmark Christmas movies that are just banking up, banking up. I record them every day, banking them up, banking them up, banking them up. So we can spend all of Christmas Eve and all of Christmas Day watching Hallmark movies.
Except for her.
Except for her.
Yeah.
He doesn't
She's
like
got
her.
one actress that appears in all these Christmas movies, Hallmark movies, and I just can't stomach her. So she's welcome to watch it. I'll just go to a different room and
All right.
drink heavily or something.
Okay, all right. I got a beautiful Christmas birthday gift this week. We have some friends here in town, John and Tracy, and we literally have not sat down and had a visit with them other than a Zoom call,
Not face to face, no.
and that's been quite a while. But we always kind of do a little exchange during the holidays or birthday. It's a drop and run kind of thing. Hit and run is what I call it. You hit the doorbell, you leave it off, and you run. Well, they did that, and usually it's baked stuff that we've been doing in the past. So that's kind of what I figured. They were going to be, because she's a great baker. I would have never been anything but thrilled. Well, they brought me, a beautiful collection of 4 different olive oils, and
Flavor.
4 different flavors. And, we love to dip French bread into these oils, just generally, we like to do that, or cook with them. So, I mean, really, and we're just so appreciative that they did that, because we are going to so enjoy that. And I thank them over and over again. And if you're watching, Tracy and John, we thank you again. It was just a beautiful gift. Okay. Are you looking at the list?
No, I'm
Okay.
kind of looking at you, but
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you see this thing happening
Yeah.
over here?
I'll tell you, if I had a nickel for every minute we've spent discussing her hair,
It's true.
I'd
It's
retire.
true. Every morning
Oh, I
we
am
go
retired. I
we go
forgot.
through this thing about my hair. And you know what? You're just going to have to keep listening until I get tired of talking about it. That's one of the reasons I love you.
Or I can zone out
patient.
like I usually do.
Sheets.
Sheets or sheep?
The bottom fitted sheet. Now, 2 things. I wanted to buy, and I have for years, have wanted to buy us a set of holiday sheets, with the holiday tartan or.
If you've ever seen the movie, what is it? the Santa Claus. When Tim Allen goes to the North Pole, they climb into bed with these most gorgeous Christmas sheets you ever want to see in your life. And we've been looking for them for years and years.
Yeah. But the problem is, and I did it again this year, I said, I think I'm going to look again for just some pretty holiday sheets. All of them that I found, if you know of any sheets that are not this way, please make a comment down below. They're all flannel. They are all, well, listen, to tell you what, I can't even wear a flannel nightgown. First of all, I stick in the bed. Have you ever done that where you stick and you can't roll because it starts to wad around you because it's sticking onto the mattress well, I know the same thing would happen with the flying sheets. I'd be cooking in 2 minutes.
We go to bed. I pull those covers up and I get tucked in there. I wake up in the morning, she has to chip the ice off me because she's thrown all the covers on the floor because she gets hot.
Well, the fan's going overhead and the window's open just a little bit. And yet, you know me, I've been so cold. I am so cold. And yet there's something when I go to bed. But anyway, that's a problem with those flannel sheets. I can't take it. I just can't take it.
We have to close the windows bright and early now because we have a construction project going right next to us. The water company is putting in a fluoridation facility.
God, very noisy.
And so the trucks are out there going beep, beep, beep. They have a great system. A dump truck comes in.
This is great.
It dumps this huge pile of dirt. It almost looks like there's a mountain outside our window. Then the backhoe comes over and he scoops it up and he moves it about 6 feet and puts it back down on the ground. Then an empty dump truck comes in and the backhoe goes over and he scoops it up and dumps it back in the new dump truck, which drives off. And then another dump truck comes in, dumps another load. And they do that all day long.
All day long.
And you wonder why your utility bills are so high.
I know what's going on. I mean, this is what I assume.
They're idiots?
That too.
Yeah.
It's a staging area. So the dump trucks are coming in from the quarry. They're dumping the stuff and then they're putting it in a different dump truck to take it to, wherever they're actually working. Well, you mean to tell me you can't take the dump truck from the quarry and drive it up to where they're working? I know it.
So why does he have to move it 6 feet?
That is a good question.
Is there an in-box and an out-box for sand or
Evidently.
dirt? Yeah.
What a job. What a job. Okay, anyway, back to sheets. Bottom fitted sheets. I've tried doing it by myself.
Folding it?
Yeah, a number of times. Well, it's like wrestling a wild beast. It's like an animal in there. You're trying to, even if you lay it out on the bed and you try to fold it up and fold it up. And many years ago, I know you're not going to like this, Martha Stewart showed you how.
A woman who has zero credibility as far as. Did you say she came out with?
She's got her own frozen food line now. It's it's quite embarrassing. She's got some wrapper. You looked the guy up. Some sort of wrapper. And he is, he's got sunglasses and this gorgeous blonde hair and he's rapping away. And she is like in her kitchen and she's dancing. It's so weird. It's so weird.
I think prison changed her.
Okay, she did a video on how to fold a fitted sheet. Now, first of all, it was a twin size. Well, he and I tried to fold a fitted sheet, and it's like you just wad it up and throw it in the cabinet. Just wad it up and throw it in the closet. Why am I doing this?
I don't know. You're just ranting. I'm used to it, but these folks probably aren't.
All right. The last thing I think we want to talk about is a couple things. Oh, that's one thing I did want to comment. I edit the videos and, so I have to look through them about 20 times. No. Sometimes I realize that I am in mid-sentence and I will forget something or I go to say a word and it's like gone. It's like, and I just said it 20 seconds before. This is part of chemotherapy. This is what they call mush brain.
Brain fog.
Brain fog, mush brain, whatever. And it's all systems are going, the pistons are all firing, but it doesn't want to compute.
Yeah, the pistons are firing, but your car isn't going anywhere.
That's actually, so anyway, I realize it. You don't have to worry about me. It's just part of the process.
I worry about it all the time.
Anyway, there is a cookie newsletter I knew you were going to be very excited about this, a Christmas cookie newsletter.
Cookie?
And every day you get a new cookie recipe, holiday cookie recipe. And my sister-in-law, I found it on our local newspaper. And I sent a link to my sister-in-law. She says, "Oh my God, I'm in." So if you're interested in that, if you will email me at jillfortoday52@gmail.com, and I will forward you the link to this. It's a newsletter. You can sign up for it, and you will get, I guess, I haven't started getting them yet, but you'll get a cookie recipe a day.
What's the clean fridge item?
Oh, well, I was going to, we've been trying to find things to kind of keep us busy, and, we're not going anywhere. Now we're really not going anywhere because of, what's it called again?
Omicron.
And so, now you got to tighten up the hatches one more time. So we've done every job in that place we could do. So I'm thinking, okay, now what else can we do? Well, I want to condition and moisturize our sofa, material. And
I'm going to clean out the garage.
He's going to clean out the garage again. And I cleaned out the dishwasher this last weekend. Now, I don't know how many
Scary stuff.
Actually clean out your dishwasher. And I clean it out not as often as I should, but I do run it with, I don't know whether you know this trick or not, to kind of clean the inside surface of it. Empty the dishwasher and put like 2 cups of white vinegar, God bless white vinegar, in the top, and run it like on sanitize or the hottest, longest session you've got. And it really does clean. But you got to get down there and you got to take that screen out of there and you got to, clean it.
Kind of looked like these construction guys were dumping their
truckloads
of dirt in there.
I think it had been about 2 years since I'd done it. I don't recommend waiting that long.
And we're basically clean people.
We're very clean people, and we don't do dishes every day. When you're in a smaller household, you don't. So I did that. Let me tell you what, that was, and I did my oven, beautiful. And you're gonna clean the.
Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it. But that's the. I think that's the tailgate on one of the dump trucks banging, so you can get all the new dirt out of the dump truck, so the new dump truck can come and get the old dirt.
It's either that, or we've also thought it was the scoop. He's trying to bang the dirt out of the scoop.
They work or make so much noise and cause so much disruption that our condominium actually shakes.
It does. It shakes.
So enjoyable.
All right. Are we done here?
I think so.
All right.
I
We're
think
done
so.
here.
But bottom line is, for all our moaning and groaning, we're happy.
Life is good.
We're reasonably healthy.
We are.
We're well fed and well hydrated.
We love you all, and we are so happy you're here. And I always say this, we're so happy you're here on this nutty ride we call life.
Or Jill for today.
Take 2. You know what? We are so happy that I'm going to leave that take 2 thing in there.
Okay.
We are so I am. We're so happy you're We're so happy you are here and that you're taking this crazy ride that we call life, because you know what? It's nuts.
It's not right.
It is, but it's good. It's good.
It is good.
We love you all. Hope you have a great week, and we will see you next time.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.